Hello viewers. My name is Jane Alex. Ninafuraha sana asubuhi ya leo to host you in my channel. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud that you have been there in my journey. And this time, people have been asking me, who is Jane Alex? Is she married? Does she have kids? Or does she do for her living? So many questions have been coming from so many various social media platforms. So I decided today that I need to uh, get up and stand up and let people know who I am. Okay, I'm a mother and I'm a musician. I'm a business lady. I'm a teacher by profession, and I'm also a journalist. So I do so many things at once, and I thank God because of giving me that opportunity in those different platforms. It has not been easy, but managing family and all that, it has been through the grace of God. Today, I want to talk about my life in different segments and also different episodes. Today is my first episode. This is the first introduction, my life, my story. It is the introduction of my story. And I just want to say that Jen Alex is also a child of God and a God's vessel. Okay? In the ministry, I'm a God's vessel. So I was born and brought up in the slums of Mathare. Tumetoka mbali, nimetoka Mathare. Nimezaliwa huko, nimelelewa huko, nimeishi huko, nimelelewa na single mother. My mom used to go hawking in town. I remember we used sometimes tukimgojea when waiting for her at night, she never appeared. Kumbe mom ameshikwa, amelala ndani, ameshikwa na kanjo. So tulikuwa tunakaa most of the time in a week, like we used to see her like twice or thrice. So mostly we used like even to eat from the dustbin. Mimi nimekula from the dustbin. Jirani tukiamka asubuhi tukienda hapo nje tupata jirani jana alikuwa amekula maybe sima na nyama. Si tunaenda tuna kwa dustbin tunaenda tunapekua hizo minofu za mfupa na tunaanza kukula, and that was it. Sometimes life is not fair, but God has been so faithful. That did not stop us from dreaming to be what we wanted to be. Okay? Tuligrow hapo tukiwa na shida hapo Mathare na bila baba, but baba yetu alikuwa Mungu. So leo, just today, I just want to talk about my brought up and my vile mamangu alitulea. Yenyewe tuliteseka sana kwa sababu hata tulipokaa like Mathare, as we were growing up, my mom shifted to Githurai 44. Hapo ndio tulienda na life ikakuwa more worse. Tulikwenda pale, mom even affording the rent, mom affording anything, hakuna kitu alikuwa na afford. So life ilikuwa ngumu kabisa ile ya serious. Na tulijaribu, like me, I used to like pray God just give my mom what to give us to eat, take care of her, give her long life. Hata kama tunapitia these challenges, God don't leave us alone. And by the way, God was faithful. Tuligrow na tukajipata bado tuliishi kwa Githurai, but later on my mom got the 5th child, because sahi tuko 4 of us, but our last born alikufanga, and that is when my mom came to realize that she was positive. Yeah, she was HIV positive. So alikuja kujua, I think, when she was giving birth to this child. Now that child passed on when I think she was 8 months. Yeah, she passed on. And nakumbukanga she passed on when I and my mom were taking the baby to the hospital, and it was so sad. Hakukuwa na watu karibu. Imagine my mom alibeba mtoto. In fact, alirealize akiwa kwa gari mtoto ameaga. In fact, tukiingia gari ndio kuna mtu alimtapa akamwambia beba mtoto vizuri. When my mom turned the child in front because alikuwa amebeba from the back is when alirealize mtoto amekufa, and she was so strong. Niliona tu amepanguza machozi, but akanituma to my aunts and she took the child to the city mortuary direct. So it was so sad, and it was so painful losing a sister, and I was young. That is when I first nilikutana na in terms of death, vile mtu kuja anasema enyewe death ni painful. That's when I felt the pain, and from there my mom got sick and sick and sick. And remember, I was in primary. I think I was nilikuwa kitu kama class, yes, 5 6 hapo. So now we used to go from Githurai to Karura Forest. Karura Forest iko Muthaiga, so we used to go there on foot. Ni kilometers mob sana. We used to go there with my sister on foot to and fro. So my mom got very sick and later was admitted to Kenyatta almost for 3 years. She stayed there for 3 years. We used to go tunaenda tunamvisit. I remember my bigger sister used to go wash her. My mom alikuwa anafungiwa kwa chuma. She never used even to like even recognize us because alikuwa ametupa fahamu kabisa. And ilikuwa ni life ya kujilea, tulijilea. Our aunts were very far away from us. We had only one aunt who was very negligent to us, and she would even cook and not even give to us. She would cook and also anatunini hata anatufukuza kwake, so but tukachukulia maisha kama kawaida tu, and we used to again eat from the dust. Wale well wishers walikuwa wanatupatia chakula, and we used to call it a day, the meal. So got to end up sometimes hadi Kenyatta mguu with my big sister going to visit my mom. My mom, I remember she stayed there and she came back when I had just cleared class 8. I remember I had nilikuwa nimepita vizuri, and I had been called to Ngara Girls. I had 364 marks out of 700, but sikupata, I didn't get someone to support me to go to the high school I had dreamt of. But God was so faithful. I took myself to